And so if your wife becomes pregnant and you go to the Volta region and you bring a little maid to come and help you at home, and that little maid has gained mastery in some things that are operational in the kingdom of darkness, you will discover that your PhD in that situation will count for nothing. Because the knowledge of your PhD, you sowed it on the soil of your soul. Oh my. You are handicapped in that situation. And meanwhile, you are a scholar in your field. You are vast in knowledge as far as your field is concerned. But all of that knowledge is on the first breath. And that was why Nicodemus could not understand Jesus. Nicodemus in his own right was one of the doctors of the law, the authorities of the land. But he could not explain what it meant for him to be born again. Well, that's another frame of reference. All right. You are not following. So because you are not following, I need to introduce another scripture to aid your understanding. Can you go to the book of John quickly? In the book of John. It is the book of John that gives us an insight into how God the Father sent Jesus from heaven. There was a spiritual ceremony that went around his dispatch from heaven. It's in the book of John that he reveals that. All right, John chapter 20, beginning from John 20, beginning from 19. All right. Then the same day at even, being the first day of the week, when the doors were shut, where the disciples were assembled for the fear of the Jews, came Jesus and stood in the midst and said unto them, peace be unto you. Next verse. And when he had said this, he showed unto them his hands and his side. Then were the disciples glad when they saw the Lord. And the reason why he had to show the evidence of his hand and his side was because of Thomas. Because if you read previously, he showed up and Thomas was absent. So and Thomas said, all right, if I don't get to see where the nails pierced, if I don't get to see where the spear pierced by his side, I'm not likely to believe. Meanwhile, one of the reasons why Jesus had to oblige Thomas was because after this moment, Jesus was going to be an invincible Jesus.